Hello everyone and welcome to the 6th episode of What If Luffy Reincarnates into Naruto, and today we are going through the finals of Chunin exam and Konoha Cross arc. So let's get started without wasting any more time, and before that please subscribe for more and like this video if you will. So let's get started. During this 1 month of training, Naruto basically trained his taijutsu as much as he could. He also met Jiraiya because obviously Kakashi tasked Ibushi to train Naruto despite he didn't need to, but he believed that if Naruto could control his chakra better, it would be much better for him to him in the future. So he simply asked Ibushi to train Naruto, but Naruto got distracted with Jiraiya and they hit up quite well. Of course, Naruto was not a pervert. He did not even create sexy jutsu, so they did only get together because Jiraiya knew Naruto's identity, while Naruto only thought that he was quite awesome because he could summon toads, and Naruto was all over it. He asked Jiraiya to teach him that and they started learning. But one thing here, one thing you have to consider that is Naruto's talent for chakra control is still as worse as in the original. The only difference would be his experience. He has gained a lot of experience for chakra control, and he was going to use all of it and master walking on water in few hours, maybe even less than few hours. So after learning that, Jiraiya would teach him summoning jutsu, and unlike in the original, he was able to summon a small sized toad for the first time, and then he proceeded to summon bigger and bigger toad until he finally summoned Gamabunta. After summoning Gamabunta, he finally made the pact with Gamabunta because he was a lot stronger than in the original. He could even fight against Gamabunta for a while, and they eventually get together. While this happened, he passed his entire month with Jiraiya and his normal training, which is simply using mountain as his sandbag, and this also shocked Jiraiya. He could not believe someone would do such a ridiculous training, but it didn't matter though, because Naruto got a lot stronger during this month. He not only managed to learn summoning jutsu, he also managed to extract Nine-Tail chakra properly, because previously he did not have a guide, so he was just forcing himself to get more chakra from Nine-Tail. This time he was able to contact Nine-Tail and directly ask for it without even thinking more, because Nine-Tail would give him the chakra without hesitation. So he was able to get this kind of chakra into his control as well. And the most important thing that he achieved during this month was his armament haki, which he could finally harden. Yes, he finally managed to harden his armament haki, and because I'm going to give it a color for now, it turned his hands or feet or even head black, and this was quite an interesting power that piqued Jiraiya's interest, but he could not understand how Naruto was able to get this kind of power. Naruto simply explained that how he managed to learn observation haki and armament haki, and just for the context, Naruto did name these observation haki and armament haki because he simply felt like this was a kind of a power that makes other surrender, like how he uses his conqueror's haki to make other simply fall asleep. So he simply named them haki, and during this time he also named the sensing ability observation haki and the armor ability armament haki. So with that, he proceeded to try to explain this in detail to Jiraiya, but Jiraiya could understand it. It's just that he could not access it like Naruto. Remember, Naruto soul had merged with Luffy, which helped him gain all of Luffy's ability, but it didn't mean others could do the same. It didn't mean that. So Jiraiya was not able to learn that at all. And so with that, the final 1 month of training ended, because the third or final round of the Chunin exam started. And during this time, Naruto was going to beat the shit out of Neji, simply because of what he did to Hinata. Even in the original, despite Naruto thinking that Hinata did not like him, he still wanted to fight for Hinata. Now that he knows that, he didn't know that Hinata likes him, it's just that he knows she just blushes every time she faces him, and she's also extremely kind person. So he was extremely angry at Neji, and then he started to beat the shit out of Neji. Of course, Naruto would still use his Talk no Jutsu. It's just, it is different. Like, it is different because in Naruto's eyes, you can be the out of their control, as long as you can surpass them in strength. Like, if you kill them before they can control you, how would they control you? Like, he said that in the middle of the arena before everyone. Like, everyone was stunned by what Naruto said, and he simply said that I'm not going to let anyone control me. If anyone try to control me, I will kill them before even they can do that. So, and this sparked a kind of rebel heart in Neji's mind. Rebel intention, not heart, in Neji's mind. Of course, Naruto also said that just because he thinks that main Hyuga clan is bad, it didn't mean everyone is bad, because Hinata was never a bad girl, and he was just taking out his anger in innocent person, which he should stop. Otherwise he would kick his ass once more if it does something like that. And this kind of threat worked because Naruto overwhelmed Neji. And after that, the Naruto's battle ended, and Sasuke and Gaara's battle started a lot later. And everything happened the same, okay? Everything happened the same except Naruto and Gaara's battle, because in this battle Naruto would summon Gamabunta, but only to keep his friends safe. Instead of using Gamabunta to fight against Sukaku, he would use his own strength, and this is the moment where he finally going to use his armament haki, observation haki, and you know what? Gear third and gear second at the same time. Yes, he is going to use the gear second and gear third at the same time, because his chakra could support him, and so he was able to beat Sukaku into the ground and wake up Gaara. He also managed to talk no Jutsu Gaara, because he knew what it feels to be a Jinchuriki. It's just that he didn't care. He simply told Gaara that not to care about what other thinks of you. You just have to be you. Just have to continue living and getting stronger, so that one day you can be so strong that nobody would be able to determine your life and death, and nobody would be able to scoff at you. If anyone did scoff at you at that height, you can simply kick their ass. That's it. There is nothing to worry about. And this inspired Gaara even more, because he wanted to get stronger. But at the same time, Naruto was a kind person, so he wanted to tell Gaara that he should not take out his anger in innocent people, and mostly the people who loved him, because he had seen Temari and Kankuro sacrificing their lives just to keep Gaara safe. He saw that, and he told Gaara that he still had the people who truly genuinely loved him. And this melted Gaara's heart. After Gaara and his sibling finally left, Naruto returned with Sasuke and Sakura to the village, and he found that third Hokage was dead. Not that he cared about it anymore, it's just that it did felt quite gloomy. And after the funeral, Jiraiya arrived to him in front of him and asked him to go with him and find a suitable person to inherit the role of Hokage, and he did. Like he did literally followed Jiraiya to find Tsunade, and they went outside the village. They found Tsunade as well, and there is going to be some twist. It is not going to be same as the original, but one thing you have to understand is that Naruto's ability to make other surrender to him was much stronger than in the original, because in the original he could only relate to their feelings, he could only show his ambition to become Hokage and influence them. In this, he would not just do that, he would literally make them follow him, he would literally make them under his command. And this is what we will see in the later video, but for now he manages to convince Tsunade, because he also tells her that if he had to take the role of Hokage, if he had no choice, he would do it despite it conflicts with his dream, because this village was his village, and even though people didn't like him and they did not care about him, there were still his friends living in this village, and he would pick up the mantle of Hokage just to protect his friends, because that means everything to him. Being free is not about ruling others, it is about protecting your friend and living the way you want to live. And if his friends are going to suffer because there is not going to be any Hokage, he would pick up that mantle, and so she should, because he did not want to pick up the mantle of Hokage. He was not even ready for that, so there was no one else to pick up the mantle of Hokage except her. So she had to go back, and this is how he convinces Tsunade. And obviously Orochimaru is still going to come, and he's going to get his ass kicked by Naruto this time. It is so much fun this time, because Naruto is going to simply shatter Orochimaru and Kabuto into the ground until they finally use reverse summoning jutsu to summon themselves away. And with that, Jiraiya and Naruto returned with Tsunade. After that, nothing would be different except Sasuke's retrieval arc, because Sasuke is still going. Okay, Sasuke would still leave the village because he believed that the village would not be able to give him that strength. So after he leaves, Naruto and the other Genin is under the command of Shikamaru starts following him and trying to retrieve him. Everything goes the same, like Lee and Gaara versus Kimimaru's battle would still be the same. Everything would be the same except Naruto versus Sasuke, because in this battle Naruto would pummel, like he would literally beat the shit out of Sasuke and literally break all of his bones before taking him back to Konoha. And during this time he would also tell Sasuke that it is not a good idea to leave the village when he can achieve everything in the village. He had friends who could help him, he had mentors who could help him, and he would be under the protection of the Hokage and the entire village. Of course, his act would still give him some punishment, but because Naruto would speak for him, it would not be as high as it would be without Naruto. Of course, yeah, the elders would still get mad at it, but Naruto did not care. He would simply use his conqueror's haki to suppress them. Yes, you have to understand, Naruto did not care about their identity. He does not care about anyone's identity. And if they are going to oppose him, he is going to fight back. And the way he fights back without fighting back is using conqueror's haki to immediately suppress him. His conqueror's haki keeps growing every single day. You have to understand, his kingly ambition is only growing every single day, and this kingly ambition is so strong that it not only suppressed them but also knocked out quite a few of Genin and even Chunin around him. This shocked quite a lot of people, but knowing that Naruto did not want to harm them, they didn't say much about it. This Tsunade is still compromised with the punishment of Sasuke, and Sasuke finally decided to follow Naruto in training for 3 years, and because this time Jiraiya would not take him out of the village. It is simple, because Naruto was already at least Jonin level in his strength, and even if he trains with the mountain inside the village, he would only get stronger, even to the point of reaching Kage level in less than a year or two. So he did not care about bringing Naruto outside. In fact, he left the village and came back, He was going out in and out of village quite constantly. And with that, let's skip to 3 years. And before I start Shippuden era, let's stop this video right here and right now, so that we can start Shippuden era in the next video. So goodbye guys, and if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell and wait for the next video. See you.